Hey guys, this is just going to be yet another quick update video, as I haven't done a video at all since I pretty much announced that I was pregnant. Everything's just been crazy, chaotic, hectic. We ended up losing our internet again for several months, and for the time being we have it back. You know, money's tight on and off, and every so often we'll have the luxury of having it back. Meaning our internet. I just woke up, but for those of you who are not on my Facebook, because I have done a mass clean out of friends, so now I only have about 60 something friends, so a lot of you aren't on it anymore, personal reasons. But I didn't have my little boy. He was 2 days late. Went in for blood pressure problems, and the doctor asked me, when was I due? And we say yesterday, because it was like Saturday 11 p.m. So he left and came back not even 5 minutes later and told me that we're having this baby. They tried inducing me in the morning, and by about 7, 8 o'clock at night, I wasn't even fully dilated. Apparently, this little boy did not want to come out. So they had to, go in there after him. And that experience was the woman who was giving me, the epidural and the other drugs and whatnot. I know what she's called. I can never pronounce it properly, so I'm not even gonna bother trying. But when I was being stitched back up, or actually having my staples put in, when I was being put back together, after, he ended up coming out, doctor put a syringe next to my head, and I asked her, what are you going to give me? Because I always want to know what the hell I'm going to get. What are the side effects, whatnot. And she just told me that, it's just something for you and her to cope with the pain. Well, it wasn't necessarily pain, it was very uncomfortable. And the next thing I know, in my perspective, I got knocked out. But according to everybody else around me, I never A, passed out, B, she never knocked me out. She gave me so much fucking drugs that I couldn't see faces, I didn't hear voices. I was fighting so hard, like, I literally saw colors. Like, I saw, like, yellow and these strange patterns and purple, and I was fucking high out of my mind. And I don't like that. And I was fighting so hard to come out of it that as soon as I caught a glimpse of Kyle, I grabbed onto him and I wouldn't let go. Because I kept on slipping in and out. That's how drugged I was. Yes, I'm getting a little bit personal up in here, but you know what? Shit happens. Well, I fought to hold my son, because Cal had his reason. He didn't want to try giving Tyler to me, and then having me accidentally drop him because of how drugged I was. So he told the nurse to take him to the nursery. I started crying because I wanted to hold my son. So I managed to fight through the drugs enough in order to wake up enough to roll over onto my side, and they put him on my arm so that I could hold him. And that's what if you guys are ever nosy, that's what my profile picture is about. That was the first time that I got to hold my son, and yeah, I look like a fucking wreck, but you know what, with all the shit that I went through in order to have him, I don't care. I just woke up not too long ago, and apparently we are going to have yet another storm. Got discharged on Tuesday, and then it was more like midnight on Saturday, basically Friday night, Saturday, extremely early morning. I ended up going back to the hospital. All throughout Friday, I had a cough, and I couldn't stop coughing at all. I could feel fluid in my lungs, and anytime that I lay down, it got worse. And, you know, I was coughing stuff up, and then, it was just the fact that I couldn't stop coughing at all. I mean, even trying to have a conversation, and, my breathing was, I was having issues breathing because of the fluid. I was extremely exhausted because of my breathing problems. And so Kyle rushed me to the hospital after dropping Tyler off at my in-laws. And yet again, I stayed until Tuesday. As soon as we got into the ER, I was rushed into a room. They didn't even finish the paperwork at the front desk, which I am very pleased about, because I was nearly passing out if I tried to walk, because my body couldn't do it. It was so exhausted. It was exerting itself too much. And by the way, ever since my C-section, up until the point that I ended up going back into the hospital, I was so swollen that I couldn't even wear my own shoes. My feet were swollen, my legs were swollen. In some of the pictures with me and Tyler, before I ended up going back into the hospital, I looked like a fucking blimp, because that's how swollen I was. It was bad. But there goes the damn train again. But basically, I was diagnosed with basically postpartum cardiomyopathy. And my body hadn't retained so much fluid that my heart was working so hard that it was pushing the fluid into my lungs. I was on oxygen for 3 days. I think it was either Monday or Tuesday that they took me off the oxygen. The first 2 nights, I think, I ended up being on a BiPAP machine. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember. My memory is all screwed up. But basically, it was forcing me in order to breathe. It was forcing air into my lungs. Or into... You know what I mean. Too tired for this shit. But, summarized version, I could have died. My body was trying to suffocate itself by filling itself up with fluid. Now, since then, the first night, they gave me Lasix, which is a diuretic, and the amount of fluid that was coming out of me was unfucking believable. But, within 2 weeks, I lost 30 pounds just because of fluid. Actually, no. I lost 12 pounds because of having Trey, and I think it was the rest of it because I'm about... I think I lost about 22 pounds in fluid alone. So that's pretty bad. And not exactly down to the same size that I was prior, but giving my body time in order to heal. Not necessarily my heart, but my C-section. But yeah, my heart needs to heal. I'm on like 5 or 6 different medications. It's... I don't know. But I also had to heal from the mental and emotional shit from that because of some news that we ended up getting. And it's just been chaotic. And the only reason for why I'm able in order to do this video right now is because Tyler is yet again at my in-laws. It's called catching up on some needed sleep. I love him. I really, really do. But Kel and I are having to sleep in shifts in order to get any sleep throughout the week. And majority of the time, his mother will take Tyler on the weekends because Kyle is going from graveyard to days on the weekends. And my schedule is so fucked up that I can't sleep at night anymore. My body tries. I mean, sometimes it does, like last night. But I don't know, for some reason, if Tyler's here, my body won't. And like, it won't sleep unless I have someone else in there to watch him. I don't know. It's fucked up. But yeah, it's been crazy, chaotic, shit like that. We even have 3 more kittens. Yes, 3. They are siblings. We have 1 more boy and 2 more girls, and I don't know if I ever introduced Isis. I can't remember. So, that is 5 cats now. 2 of the little girls are straight up black. Or, you know what I mean. And, the little boy is black and white. So now we have 3 straight up black cats. 1 black and white, and 1 gray tabby. Tiger stripe tabby. So, our house is fucking chaotic. Oh, on top of having the rabbit. But yeah, our It's chaotic and crazy. So, I am going to do another video after this one because someone irritated me. But, so yeah. So, I am going to say blessed be and go on to making the other video before my batteries die, because I don't know how much longer that they have for life. So, blessed be, and have a nice day.